Hey guys, it's Kim here with Fairily Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me on episode 32. So in today's episode, we're going to have a brief review of what episode 31 was all about, an update on the Fiber Club shenanigans, what videos and how many were released in the month of August, a little hint about my new loom, which may or may not make it into this episode. We'll see if I remember to put it in here. Project updates for the month, future upcoming stuff with a Wafa sale coming up, and a Ko-fi page update. So before we get into it, I want to give a very warm welcome to new viewers. Welcome to my channel, and to returning viewers, welcome back. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos as they come out. And as always, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. I do love hearing from all of you, and although I want my channel to grow exponentially, I am really happy that right now it is small enough where I can not only read, but respond to every single comment. If I forget to respond to a comment, or if I haven't responded to you yet, I either haven't seen your comment, because sometimes they like to hide, or I read it and was in the middle of something, so I couldn't respond right then and there, and then I forgot to, because that's kind of what happens. But either way, I want you to know that you are welcome here. You are valued and appreciated, and I am here for you in any capacity I can be. Should you have any needs, questions, suggestions, anything like that, I'm here for you. Okay. So in episode 31, we had a really banging month in July. We had the felting class where we made vegan fleeces or felted rugs, felted pelts. No harm done to the animal. The wool is felted instead of being a skin. So that's really good, and sheep need to be shorn, so regardless, it's a win-win. Then we had the projects that I had worked on and the spins I had done, not counting the Tour de Fleece spins. That was a separate video. I announced the Fiber Club and shared my health journey, or a piece of my health journey, with you all, and received such wonderful feedback on that. I really appreciate y'all's support, and it means a lot to me to have bared my soul like that and had such a warm, supportive response. It really helps. So anyways, I appreciate you guys. All right, since episode 31 came out, I have produced 8 YouTube shorts. Shorts are something that's fairly new for me. I've been doing reels on Instagram for a while. I had TikTok and I was doing reels on there. And it got to the point where TikTok was a very negative environment and I didn't want to keep doing it. So I took TikTok off of my phone and I no longer use it. So I've been experimenting with YouTube shorts, and I will sit down one day a week and I will work on 4 or 5 shorts, and I will get them scheduled out about every other day or so, depending on what mood I'm in, how many things I have filmed throughout the week, and stuff like that. Aside from the shorts, I produced 6 videos this month, which is absolutely fantastic. The first one was the Llama 2-ply core spin, and it's super, super bulky, and I've already delivered it to my friend and customer, so waiting on feedback on that before I pick up that project and do more of it. Then we had the Tour de Fleece recap video where I showed off all of my spins and the fibers I never got around to spinning. The organizing hand-spun yarn stash video, which was completely spontaneous. I needed to do something with my stash and decided to go ahead and film it for you guys. And that led us into the next video, which is a stash down a blanket project. And I will show you where I'm at with that right now here in a moment. That blanket project is going to be its own series of videos. I have decided tentatively to produce one video a month updating the progress on that blanket. as long as I'm working on it consistently. Plans change, you know, we make plans so we can change them. And then we had the huge, wonderful collaboration spin with Kirsten of JKFiber Arts. And I loved her fiber. I love her story. Received such incredible feedback on both of those videos where she spun my fiber and I spun her fiber. If you haven't watched those, go check them out. Her video is linked in mine. So if you go to my collab spin video, you can find the link to hers, or if you go to hers, you can find the link to mine. We cross-linked. Anyways, it was fun, and I can't wait to do another collab with her at some point in the near future. I will show you the yarn I made with that when I talk about projects. And then the last video to come out in the month of August was making a 2-ply gradient yarn from a bat that I carded a while back. And that yarn went directly into the blanket as soon as it was done. I took it off the bobbin and I went, yep, that's going to be part of the blanket. So the blanket is constantly evolving as I keep creating new yarns and I add them into it. So project update. You guys wanted to see the blanket, but first I'm going to show you my big old bag of yarn. It will be reused and reused and reused. I just did a square with these two yarns. This is a single and this is a very thin 2-ply. I was afraid the single might break, so I paired it, but it was supposed to be these two yarns together. So I don't know if I'm still going to pair these two or not. And then this one and this one. So those are the ones that are going in the next row that I've already started. And I'm just flying through this because you guys are going to see this in full detail in another video. So there's the square I just did. And that's where the next row is going. It's a nice big blanket and I'm really, really happy with it. It's not quite the width of my queen bed yet. But it will be. And if I run out of yarns, I will go digging through the stash again, or I will just spin more. And then the other project, like knitting project, is I've gotten back into baby sock knitting, and in my yarn bowl, I have a sock on the needles. And I finished this one last night. Is that not the cutest little thing? I reverted back to solid color socks for a while, and then I just picked up the 2-color again last night. So that's what's living in the yarn bowl at the moment. I've also knit a pair of purple baby socks. I have sort of a tanny brown socks and mitts set. These are newborn. And a blue set. All of these were knit this month. They don't take long to make. And a red set. So, and the yarns that I have left are living in this little project bag. And there's not a lot in there, and that's all I have left for this commission project. And then I don't know if I'm getting more yarn or when I'm getting more yarn for it. We shall see. I'm just going to shove all the finished socks in the bag with the leftover yarn. And that's a project bag I made years ago when I was experimenting with sewing my own project bags. This holds little notions and stuff, but I quickly discovered if I put my darning needle in here, there's a little bitty gap right there at the zipper. The darning needle will fall out of that. So not the greatest idea there. And then the last project that I have been working on is another video. It is for Vuelta Alana, which is a tour of Spain. It is another really big bike race that runs from August 26th through September 17th. And I have completed a mulch experiment part 2. The part 1 is still in a singles. So part 1 and 2 will be in the same video. And I'm not going to explain anything about that right now. You'll just have to wait for that to come out and enjoy that. I'm hoping to get to some of the Tour de Fleece spins that I never managed to get to. I have some Mystery Zoo wool I had combed up back when I received it a few years ago, and I've never done anything with it. So hopefully I can get that done. And then I've got another really big spinning project that I may or may not get to. We'll see. The YouTube videos are my biggest priority right now, not just spinning yarn, but creating content. So I'm not really participating in this tour as far as I want to spin every day. I'm not tracking the rest days and the challenge days. I do have it ongoing in the Facebook group, so the Fairily Fiber Fun group on Facebook. It's an all craft inclusive. If you're sewing, if you're knitting, weaving, spinning, crocheting, needle felting, embroidery, tatting, anything that you can think of. If you're doing anything craft related, feel free to share your daily or weekly progress photos in there. I'm not doing a good job of keeping up with it, so you do you. This is the JKFiber Arts spin. I thought I would show you all a close-up of it. I forgot to show it to you when I was talking about that. I am absolutely in love with this yarn. I, of course, spun it, her bat, and then I thread plied it, and it's a combination of spiral plied and coil plied. And I only tied it in 2 spots, so it's a complete and utter mess. Like this tie right there in the middle by my nose is perfect. All the strands are going the right direction. Down here, they're all going the wrong direction. So I don't know what I did. But anyway, figure it out when I go to wind it. I'll have to do that by hand because it's a tangled mess. So we went flying through that. Now let's talk about fun stuff that is upcoming. Yeah, I'll put that where you can see it because it's pretty. There. So upcoming things, we have the Fiber Club that is ongoing. By the time you see this, pre-orders will have closed. I will reopen the listing once I have, at the end of this month after my WAFA sale, which I will get to in just a second. So be patient, please. So I am planning on dyeing up, carding up some extras for each month. So I will have a very limited number available after the end of September. The Fiber Club this first month is going to ship out October 1st. So technically you'll have access to it when I ship out the other ones. I'm really excited. I'm also going to be spinning up one of them, or half. I think I'm going to take each month and split it in half. One half goes to me to spin, and the other half I have plans for that I cannot share right now for a couple of reasons. One of them being I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do. So I've got 3 or 4 options. So I'm kind of playing with ideas, and maybe you'll hear more about it. Maybe you won't. We'll see what happens. So while I was doing my research on the first planet, which the idea is we're exploring the solar system. So we're going through 5 different planets. I chose planets based on their colors, so we get a variety of color and texture. And I was really excited to do the research and write up an essay for each month. Well, the first essay turned into an adventure story, so it kind of wrote itself. So now every month is going to be an adventure to another planet. I had so much fun writing the story, and I did link to my web sources. I took some info off of NASA and some off of a kids scientific website, and I think I used 3 different sites, making sure that I got similar information, but basing everything off of the NASA research, because I want it to be realistic. And I want you to be able to verify and know that this is indeed what the research, official research is. This isn't just Wikipedia. So there is that. I have not researched the breed we are doing for October, but that's not going to be a story. It's just going to be a little bit of history about the breed. And that's it. So it's morphed into a fun club with an adventure story and a breed study combined. Now, when I choose the colors, I choose them based off of the colors of the planets, and I take pictures from NASA. So I'm getting approximately realistic colorways. It doesn't matter, it could have been totally different, but that's what I chose to do. And the textures are based off of the research that I do about the planet's atmosphere and surface. So that is going to be very interesting results in the form of the bats. And for 3 of the months, I'm using comb top, commercial comb top, and for 2 of the months, I'm using fleece. So I was very careful to pick which planets I want to use fleece for and which ones I want to use the comb top for. So that's the fiber club, exploring our solar system. Once this club ends, February 1st will be the final installment of that. Once it's done, I'm going to take a little break, sit back and think about the experience, how hard it was to juggle that with everything else I have going on, how much I enjoyed it, how much other people, you guys, enjoyed it. And then I will determine if I want to continue with a monthly club that just changes themes as I come to the end of one, and just randomly choose the next one, or if I want to do a set number of months per club and have them separated with a few months. So like maybe a once a year thing. I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments what you would recommend for that, because I don't really know what to do here. Yeah, I can't make up my mind. So you tell me if you would prefer a monthly, just a fiber of the month club, or if you like the idea of a themed set number of months, you pay per month and you get this, and it goes for X number of months and then it's done. I don't have a way to set up where it automatically takes your payment or automatically charges you every month. So you have to go into the store and purchase each month, but I will send an email out reminding you that the next month is ready. Anyway, on to other things. I'm excited. August has been a really good month, and September is going to be an even better month because it's my birthday. Yeah, and I'm vending the day after my birthday. So I'm super excited. That's beside the point. No. Yes, the day after my birthday. It's the WAFA sale. So WAFA stands for Wool and Fiber Arts. I will put that here. And it is a virtual fiber festival, runs the 4th or last Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend of the month. And they don't have it every month, but most months. There's a few months where we don't have it. Each vendor has about 30 minutes to showcase all their items, and some vendors choose to send people to their website to purchase, and others want you to buy in the comments saying sold, lot number, and how many. That's how I prefer to do it. Combing through those comments is actually a lot of fun after the sale. It can be a little frustrating, but it's also a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that and taking notes and recording who bought what, and then going back through and organizing that into, okay, this person bought this at this point, and there's a bunch of other people that bought stuff, and then that person purchased again, and you know, it's just kind of fun to organize all that and put it together. Anyways, I am vending Friday, September 22nd at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, which is New York time, if anybody is not in the country. I will ship to Canada this time. I haven't been doing that, but I did choose to ship to Canada. Of course, it is at your expense. So I'm okay to ship anywhere in the world as long as you're willing to pay for it. And when I send you an invoice, it will have the shipping calculated at that time. I will box everything up. I will weigh it. I will measure it. I will calculate the shipping, and I will put that into your invoice. So I won't ship it off until you've paid, but I will get the exact amount of shipping ready for you when you pay your invoice. If I don't and you overpay on the shipping, I will reimburse. And I do that all the time, especially the Brother Drum Carters. The estimated shipping tool is not accurate, so the shipping that I calculated is not accurate. So anytime you order a drum carter from me, if you think, oh my God, the shipping is ridiculous, it's because that's not the accurate shipping, and I will reimburse your shipping as soon as I place your order. If you were ordering from Brother themselves, that's how much you would pay. That's how much you pay when you order from me. Even if you pay more in advance, and then I have to refund you. And I just don't know how to work out the shipping for that. It's really confusing. So I apologize for any inconvenience on that. About the Fiber Club. I will have extra Fiber Club fibers ready at the sale. I will show the fibers. I will not show the gifts. I will not show the story or anything like that. It'll be just the bat. But I will have a certain number of those available at my sale, and any that don't get snatched up will be put back into the shop. That listing will be reactivated, and you will be able to go in and purchase those at any time. So be looking for the shop listing to reopen on October 1st for the October Fiber Club. Or join me in my waffle sale. It is live on Facebook, and I will have all the cool stuff linked in the show notes. All right, one last fun update. I have started a Ko-fi site not quite a year ago. I think early spring I started Ko-fi, which is a platform where you can support your favorite makers, and it's very similar to Patreon, but I've had Patreon twice, and I know they've changed a lot over the years, but it was never a good fit for me. And then I discovered Ko-fi, and I did some research, and I really like it. You can buy me a coffee, which is a one-time thing. You could do a custom amount one time, or you can sign up on one of my 3 tiers. And I started with 2 tiers just so that people had options, and I have just added a 3rd tier. So as a supporter, you get 15% off all Fiber Club subscriptions. Every now and then I'll write up a knitting pattern or something. That is free to Ko-fi supporters. I have old carding classes that I filmed a few years ago when I first wanted to start filming classes, and they were not well organized. The information in them is really good and really clear. They're fairly short. So it's like you sign up for a class and you end up with 10 videos or whatever. It's the 10 videos, but they're all separate. So I'm releasing those until I run out, which I've already got 6 out, and I think I only have 9 or 10 filmed. So we're reaching the end of that, but they are going up on Ko-fi for all supporters, and I think all supporters. Anyways, it's either all supporters or just the middle tier and up. But I created the new tier yesterday, so it's very, very new. And in that tier, you get access to me via my personal phone. So you can do phone chats with me, text messages, stuff like that. I think it's very important as a maker to be available to support my people. If you're learning from me and you have a question and you're just like, shoot me a text really quick, I'll get to it as soon as I can. Or if you need a phone call so we can troubleshoot something, or maybe a video call, I am happy to do whatever I need to do to help you be successful in your crafting endeavors. And that's very, very important to me, to be that level of support for you and be that available. If it becomes a problem and I start having random people just signing up because they want my phone number, because there are weird people in this world, then I will change that. But for now, that's the plan. So being a Ko-fi supporter comes with a lot of really neat perks, and Ko-fi will continue to morph as the community morphs, if that makes any sense at all. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. But anyway, we have almost reached 30 minutes. And I know I've been talking a mile a minute. I feel like I've covered a crap ton of stuff in very little time. But it has been fun. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to September, not just because it's my birthday, but because there's the waffle sale and there's all the new stuff going on with YouTube. I've got so many videos planned. We've got another Tour de Fleece sort of thing, but it's Tour de Spain. So we call it VDF, Vuelta a Lana, or Vuelta de Fleece. Anyway, I'm super excited if you can't tell. And I've got some vending things happening in October. SAF is in October, but I don't think I'm going to make it because I am vending in person that weekend. Bummer. But there's always next year, you know. I'm doing a Relay for Life fundraiser. I'm one of the vendors for it. It's at the fairgrounds in Clarksville, Georgia. If you are interested, if you're local, if you want to come see me, it is October 21st, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's the subject for next episode. So why go into that now? I hope you enjoyed today's episode and craziness of me and my excitement and hyper talking. I hurt my foot in the gym the other day, but you certainly can't tell because I'm super excited. I think it was Friday. Oh wait, was it Saturday? Might have been Saturday. I dropped a weight on the floor, a big 45-pound plate. They're like 1.5, 2 inches thick, and they're round. You know, they're flat. It landed on the floor. Well, let's do it this way. It landed on the floor, rotated, and fell over on my foot. If it landed and fell, it wouldn't have hit me, but it had to rotate and fall the other direction. So I'm bruised, a little swollen, a little hurt. It's been a year since the last time one of those fell on my foot, so, you know, not too terribly bad. But lesson learned, I'll be more careful because that freaking hurts. I can wiggle my toes and everything. Nothing's broke. It's just annoying. Tiger Balm is my best friend. This stuff, I get it from Pop Shelf. They have a really good price on that. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to share with you guys. Totally forgot. Didn't make it into my notes. So I was at Pop Shelf the other day. My daughter works there, so I get in there periodically. And in case you didn't know, Pop Shelf is an offshoot of Dollar Tree. It is owned by Dollar Tree, but is vastly different. In my opinion, it's like a mashup between Hobby Lobby and Five Below, sort of. It's got all kinds of neat stuff in it. Anyway, I got this really cute notebook there. I've also gotten other notebooks over there. Anyway, it says, celebrate every victory. I thought that was fitting. I needed a new notebook, so I got it. And when I opened it up, it's not a plain notebook. So that's, you know, the front of the page, and then the back of the page, you can write your reflections and your rewards. It is a goal list. Like, what goals you want to meet, and then how you're going to meet those goals. It's amazing. So I'm using it for everything. I have the project I'm currently doing to get to know my new loom, which I did not tell you about. It'll make it into the next episode, I'm sure. In fact, there's a whole video going on about that. So there's the goal. Become comfortable with loom. Short-term goal, the start date was August 24th, because that's when I went over there to work on it the first time. Her name is Dorothy. She is my floor loom. She's a Gallagher 4-shaft counterbalance loom. She was designed to make rugs. So very specific purpose, and she came with one reed that was very, very rusty, and she's got a really weird size for her reed, so I will have to order a few more, but the one that I have is a 12 DPI, 12 dents per inch. That means I can put 12 yarns per inch through the reed. And the reed just helps to space the yarns out. So we can do all sorts of things to change that up, and it'll be fine. So the first task on my list is wind a practice warp and clean the loom, which I've already done. My mom helped me use furniture polish and get her wood all beautifully oiled. She was dry and thirsty, let me tell you. She's got a few rusted parts, but the rust is not interfering in her functionality, so I'm not worried about it. The next step is to dress the loom with the warp that I created, and then after that is to weave the fabric with hem stitch at the beginning and the end, and then remove it from the loom, wash it, and dry it. That's my plan of action here. So that was the first project on my goal list. I'm calling it a project list, not a goal list. I have a couple of commissions in here with the steps and the stuff I need to do. The blanket de-stash project I'm working on, the skirt, the practice skirt that I am making on my rigid heddle loom right now. It will eventually go to the new loom, floor loom. Each month of the Fiber Club I have on here. And then we have the waffle sale. So I have the end date is the day of the sale. I have a list of the things I have to take care of for this particular sale, and you know, I have to create an event in my Facebook business page and share it to the WAFA group and all that stuff, and then I have to post every week in the WAFA community group. And since I can't do live demos, I'm trying to create videos every week, like one little video of a technique or something that I'm working on, because videos really catch interest and I want a lot of interest. So then I have a list of things that I have to do now, like create the event and create the after sale album and dyeing card to Fiber Club, because that's part of what I need to do to prepare for the sale, and scour some tunis because I need tunis for an upcoming Fiber Club. Flicking card to Black Jacob. The rest of the Black Jacob I never got to after the Fiber Festival in Sati. I was prepping for that and I still got like a pound of it left. And then the most important one is photograph products and add them to the shop, like the mushrooms that I made and never added to the shop. I need to get that done. So stuff like that. And then I put a note here, live sale at Mom's, because she has the best internet in the world. This video is just over 30 minutes. By the time I edit it, it will probably be 30 to 32 minutes, something like that. Maybe 35. It would take 6 to 8 hours to upload in my house. It takes 15 minutes at her house. So yeah, I like to get all of my videos filmed and edited for the whole week, in 1 week, as many as I can. Go to my mom's, upload everything while I play on the loom, which, I mean, if I had to, I could just sit on her back porch for 15 minutes. And then I can go home and do everything else. So that's pretty awesome. And the last page that I have created is the Relay for Life fundraiser vending and the items that I want to have available for that. And that's as far as I got because that is next month. So I am loving this notebook. I did not know was not a normal notebook. I'm absolutely loving it. Sometimes I will scratch through the words they have, like where it says, why is it important? Instead of filling that out, I'm using that space, those lines, to write down other things that I need to do besides the 5 tasks that it allows me to write down, which is the plan of action. And then the challenges section, I scribble that out sometimes. Sometimes I use that. But this has just become like the perfect, for me, planner. So I'm really excited about it. And I love Pop Shelf. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite store. They got little bits of everything in there, and it's so cute. My daughter got the box you get when you sign up as a member, and it had a little massage thing and some candles in it, and she gave the candles to me. So they smell really good. Anywho, didn't mean to talk about Pop Shelf. I am not affiliated with Pop Shelf, and this video is not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. So this is me sharing my opinions completely free for you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm looking forward to the next one, and looking forward to hearing back from you on the Fiber Club situation that I am undecided about. So yeah, as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.